Whoa! Hey, what's going on? It's me, Terrence, the guy from Impact, and in this video, I'm going to be discussing something called experience and how there's a new trend going on in industries all over the globe. You see, there was a time when your resume meant everything. Companies wanted to see people come in with years of experience in whatever industry that they were hiring for, but then they started to realize something. The people they were bringing in had the same old perspective, the same old ideas, and the same old tricks that either didn't work anymore or the company had already been doing them for years. So then a light bulb went off and they began to think and say to themselves, hey, maybe when we're hiring, this experience thing is overrated. So I'm gonna jump off this thing and we're gonna discuss it because I may not have that much experience or enough experience to be riding this thing with no helmet. Whoa! Okay, let's get right into it. If you're in a managerial position or any other position that requires you to hire individuals for your company, we could agree that experience plays a very important part. But we can also agree that there are times when extra baggage comes along with that experience. What can possibly be in that bag? Sense of privilege, person being rigid, stuck in their ways, and just not having a growth mindset. Now, this does not happen all the time. There are professionals who have an open mind and are willing to accept change even after accumulating years of experience, all right? This is not an attack on more seasoned individuals who may have more years in the industry. With all that being said, what if I told you that experience is no longer the number one attributes companies look for when hiring? Research says that coachability and growth potential are the new attributes that the big bosses want to see in people. And here are 3 ways you can tell if the person sitting in front of you has these 2 things in their soul. Now, when you're hiring someone, you want to create a real-world task that the applicant will have to complete in a specified amount of time. Depending on the role or your needs, this task is going to look different for everyone, but it should mimic the actual responsibilities that the person would have if they were offered the position. Of course, we want to make sure the person is competent and can get the job done, but the evaluation shouldn't stop there. In fact, it's your critical feedback that's going to tell you everything you need to know about that applicant. Are they defensive, squirmish, uneasy, blaming the assignment? If so, that person is not demonstrating coachability. They're actually rejecting the feedback and passing the buck. Not a good look. On the other hand, if the applicant continues to engage with you, you have a discussion, they ask questions, they want you to be more clear on your exact wants and needs, not being argumentative, but they just really want to understand. They're taking notes, receptive body language, eye contact, they're focused. That applicant is showing signs of being coachable. Oh man, she's such a good worker. He's so organized. They're such a team player, always on time, yada, yada, yada. Knock it off. All recommendation letters sound the same. Not that they don't hold value. They do. But they rarely give you the sauce, the information you need to tell if this person is coachable and has that growth mindset you're looking for. When you're reading recommendation letters, make sure you're looking for stories of struggle, perseverance, adaptability, and contribution. And if you can't find that, pick up the phone and call the person that wrote the letter. Ask them specific questions about growth, development. How did the applicant respond when things didn't go their way? How do they respond to adversity? The answers you'll get will tell you a lot about that person's character. And if the person on the other end of the phone has a difficult time answering these questions, red flag. And this last one may be rather obvious, but I feel I had to mention it. Just ask the candidate. Look them in their eye and ask them, are they willing to try new things? Are they willing to adapt to change? And are they willing to receive candid feedback? Now, I know they're in interview mode, so they're gonna say all the right answers, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. But it's good to set those expectations from the beginning so they know what's in store for them. In conclusion, think about this. When you hire an experienced person, you're getting more of a known commodity. It's good because you know what you're getting. The resume and the history speaks for itself. Could be a bad thing because there's a possibility that this person has reached their potential and has completely maxed out. They could be thinking in their mind, hey, I've already peaked out, and they could be unwilling to put the work in to get better. This is bad for them and could be bad for your team. Now, when you hire someone hungry and coachable, Their best days are far in the future, but it requires patience and mentoring to bring it to fruition. You're gonna have to play a huge role in that person's development. Otherwise, they'll never reach their full potential. And in closing, my dear friends, when looking to hire your next team member, don't get caught up with the old school principle that experience matters most. No, hire someone that's coachable, hungry, and willing to learn. You want a company full of workers whose best days are far ahead of them. And if you have learned anything or have gotten any value from anything I've said today, please click that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing of what we have going on here at Impact. And remember, it's just marketing. We are all in the business of trust. And I'm out.